Okay, cool. Can you? Perfect. I got it. And I think we're rolling. Senor Giancarlo Esposito, it's an honor to be talking to you. When Ubisoft asked me to interview you, I was thinking to myself, how do I make myself not look like the biggest fanboy? So I went for the least obvious choice and put on this shirt and have this guy in the background. It's an honor to be talking to you.
Muchas gracias.
My name is Marios Gavrilis. I'm an actor and voice actor. I have the biggest honor to voice Dani Rojas in German. So we are rivals in Far Cry 6.
Oh, hello. My name is Giancarlo Esposito, and I'm preparing to bring you my most monstrous villain yet, Antón Castillo in Far Cry 6.
And of course, I know you from Breaking Bad.
What kind of man talks to the DEA? No man. No man at all.
The Mandalorian.
You have something I want. It will be mine.
I don't think there ever was a better show than Breaking Bad. There is a better show than Breaking Bad. There ever will be a better show than Breaking Bad. So you play Antón Castillo in the new Far Cry 6 game.
I have caught a very big fish today. Haven't I, Diego? Diego!
Can you tell us in a few words, who is Antón Castillo?
First of all, Marios, it's so great to be here with you today. Antón Castillo in Far Cry 6 is a dictator of a very small island country of Ayala, its major city being Esperanza. And he is, when we drop into the game, he is a man who is trying to control and seek re-election and continue to be el presidente of his country for many different reasons. I feel like Antón is a visionary. He's looking to exploit his natural resources without having to give his country up to be taken over by America or manipulated by them or any other country in the world. It's a great game. And as you probably know, as my nemesis, Dani Rojas, Libertad, I hate you. But
Me too.
I feel as if Antón has, I know you do, is a great opportunity to see a man who is in turmoil, trying to keep control of his country.
You have a way with playing charismatic villains, be it in Breaking Bad or be it here in Far Cry 6. Have you ever wanted to play Captain America or even Cinderella? Because those are the kind of roles that I see you in.
Cinderella would be my first choice. It's really funny. You mentioned Captain America. A number of years ago, I have 4 daughters. My eldest daughter gave me for Christmas a Captain America shirt, hoodie. And I went, I want to play this guy. Of course, I like to play heroes, but I also equally think that villains, or especially and specifically Gustavo Fring and Antón Castillo and also Moff Gideon from the Mandalorian series, are heroes in their own way, if I'm able to create them the way I'd like to. And that's to make them human. And in creating a character that is human, it gives you the ability as an audience member to relate to their dark and their light sides.
Absolutely. And it's almost inevitable when I see you play Gus Fring not to fall in love with that character, because you play him in such a human and even humane way that I'm like, yeah, this guy's supposed to be bad, but at the same time, I've really fallen for him. And I noticed the same thing about Antón Castillo. You both play him in such a charismatic way. Now, let's talk about a little bit about video gaming itself. Do you think there's a difference playing a character for a feature film or TV show or doing the motion capture, the performance capture in a video game? What's the main difference?
It's very, very different.
Yeah.
And the comparisons are palpable for me. In a motion capture video game, it's almost like playing in a huge sandbox called the volume and everything being recorded without any tangible things. Costume or tables or things that are really real, that look like the castle or the White House that Antón Castillo lives within. So you're considering your audience always. In making a television show or a film as a villain, you're interacting with another actor. And I hope one day we get a chance to do that, because you're so astute. And I can tell just from your interview that you're probably very good at what you do.
What did he say?
That is an immediate interaction that allows you to be entertained, but
Right.
Our game allows you to be interactive and to
Absolutely.
take part in the story and take the journey with us.
Excellent. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I had my first motion capture performance last year, and it was such a different experience because I do a lot of stuff in front of the camera and on stage, but it's more like a theatrical experience, I would say. I don't know if you would agree with that.
I'd absolutely agree. One of the things I loved about being a part of this game was that I got a chance for a number of weeks to be in the theater again and to imagine. And
Right.
isn't that what life's about? To have the ability to imagine a world and reflect that as a mirror of imagination to our audience. And then our audience gets a chance to take the journey with us and make certain decisions within the game that allow them to be also the hero, or they can't quite be the villain, but they want to overthrow the villain. So it's an interesting world to live in.
What do you think was the biggest challenge when you were doing Far Cry 6? Was there a scene that you found challenging, or you had to maybe do over and over again? Or was there something you would say, yeah, that was kind of a challenge here, or special?
The challenges, the challenging scenes were the ones with my son. You know, Anthony Gonzalez plays him so very well, Diego. And it was to find the compassion and the humanity in trying to wake him up and have him be tougher. And, you know, our innocence is very precious when you're a child, and we are affected by what we see, hear, and what we're taught. And so this story is as much about the loss of innocence and about the connection to family and about the obligation we have to our people and our country as anything else. And these themes are resounding in Far Cry 6.
Absolutely. I would like to ask a question regarding the future of acting, and because I see that more and more A-listers and Hollywood stars, you, Keanu Reeves, Cyberpunk, are doing video games. What do you think the future of acting is going to look like? Do you think that Hollywood and the video gaming industry is going to merge together more? And is that the sort of interactive experience what we're going for in the future?
I think many people are longing for that. I think Hollywood actors and some actors are afraid that their image will be captured, encapsulated, and have the ability to be used over and over again in many different arenas. But I think that the interactive nature of gaming allows people to be more engaged. So I think there will be more crossover. I don't think we'll ever lose the fluid motion of a film. And having that auteur, director, or writer be in control of that and allow to paint a tapestry that allows us to be completely and totally engrossed and entertained in a story. But some people want to be more involved. And I have no fear of crossing over and doing video games, or that I will take over, my video image of myself will take over who I really am, because I've had such great experiences as an actor, which is a great thing. But I do agree, and I do think that more and more these worlds will merge and collide and move apart and come back together. But all in all, they will be an extension of the entertainment world that is so very, very intriguing to me and of course for the audience as well.
So I take it this is not the last time we're seeing you in a video game.
I don't believe so. I have, you know, I really wanted to conquer this in a way that allowed me to extend my interest and my wonder. And the reason I did it was because the story was so good. To have a story that's so well done and well written allows me to soar as an actor and have my imagination work as well. And then I was really intrigued by how the technology can coincide with the artistic ability to be able to have to act within this story.
There's probably a lot of young people watching this who either want to become actors or are young actors getting started in the industry. Do you have one piece of advice for those people, and what's the best advice that's ever been given to you?
Follow. The best piece of advice is to follow your heart, follow your dream, follow your passion. To me, I feel blessed to still love what I do after many years in the game and in the game, no pun intended, that I'm still engaged and excited. And I tell young actors, read everything, learn everything. Explore, be vulnerable. It allows you to explore all of your emotions and your connection to your real life through this world of play. And what do we lose as we get older and get more jaded? We become less playful. And I think that is something that needs to be investigated more. Always play, because life is it's a play of consciousness anyway. So if you really think about it in a very clear way, you create your reality. What you think grows. That's my motto. I believe that. So if you put that out in your thought form and you verbally say it and you write it down, all your dreams can come true. Why do you think they can't? You know, they can't. I'm an example of that.
Wow, you are. Yes, you are. So let's talk about I mean, you were born in Denmark, but you were raised in New York City. So you're sort of like a chameleon and also like a polyglot. You speak Spanish, but it's not your innate native language. So how come your Spanish is so good? And how come you tend to play those Hispanic characters like Antón Castillo, even Gustavo Fring?
You know, I think about a play I did called Seesaw many years ago where I played a young Spanish kid who spoke no Spanish within the play, but there were two characters who did a Spanish Hamlet.
Right.
Que me muerto, Hamlet. Es tan tu madre traigo. Punta por su llama. Me abre voces contra mí. El rey es el culpable. Sitting in between my scenes, and I'd be watching these guys, and your ear is important. You know, attentiveness is important, and not only in what I do specifically, and especially in what I do, but in life. You know, if you hear everything and you're aware of yourself, it deepens your experience of the world. And so I listen. And then I study. And then when I don't really know it, Gustavo Fring is Chilean. Chilean is a very different accent than any other Spanish. Yes, I'm about to be unveiled as the voice of a very, very big entertainment group, which is coming soon. Right. I don't want to spoil it for fans, but that was a different Spanish accent. And I realized, so the people from Argentina, they don't speak as the same as the people from Chile or the people from Puerto Rico. And so, yes,
Argentinians, very different Spanish.
Yeah, the culture, I love culture and I love people and I love humanity. And it allows me the ability to discover. And so I only get good if I realize that I don't know it all and that to learn it is exciting. And this season on Breaking Bad, on Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul. We're all waiting. We're all waiting.
It's the sixth and last season, and I have a lot of Spanish. And so I went, okay, let me investigate what this is, and let me investigate the music of this language. Not my first, not even my second language, but that to me, life can be music. You ever meet anyone? I know a woman in Europe who, when she speaks and when she moves, I feel like it's musical. Mm-hmm. It's in concert with the rhythm of life.
Yes.
Just her voice. Oh my goodness. It's expressive. And so I am, of course, an artist, and I love to be able to feel in my heart that expression, because that we're here to create. We were given this world and this life, even if you're not an actor, to create partly what we see that we want for ourselves.
Wow. Very, very inspiring. Senor, I have one last question for you before we wrap this up. Giancarlo, what is, and now real talk and hands down, what's the best way to win against Antón Castillo in Far Cry 6?
Is to think and strategize ahead of him. This is what I do with my characters. I allow you a space to maybe get in, but then you have to use your brain to think what is the route? What is the trajectory? In life, when I work, I think about what is my thought form within the scene? What do I want? What is my intention? Right. And that informs everything you do. Your intention in life informs who you become, your character, who you are. These are all great investigations of humanity.
Absolutely. Well, ha sido un placer. It was a great honor talking to you, and I really honestly hope that we get to work together someday. I can't wait. I can't wait for the last season of Better Call Saul. I can't wait to play this and against this guy here, who is actually sitting right in front of me virtually. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck, and talk soon. Thank you.
I do hope so. Thank you, Marios. Dude, I want one of those posters.
Senor Esposito, I just want to say I heard you, and this one's for you. And since I know you're such a big fan, I'm going to sign it for you, and it'll be mailed to you ASAP. Señor Presidente, nos vemos en Yara. Hasta luego.